Confusing and bad calculating. That's how one local lawmaker has dubbed the proposed tuition increases from the University of Minnesota. The U is proposing a 3.5% tuition hike in the Twin Cities as well as Rochester. ABC 6 News weekend anchor Maisie Olson is here breaking this all down. In Maisie, this rate hike, they say, is due to declining enrollment.
Yeah, James, that's right. It's something that lawmakers gave them $223 million to address that problem. But the U says it's not enough, and now that financial burden could fall on students. Enrollment is down at U of M campuses in Crookston, Morris, and Duluth, all declining in double digits over the past decade. Duluth is down nearly 45%. The only schools where enrollment is up, the Twin Cities and Rochester, with UMR seeing the biggest growth at nearly 30% in the past 10 years. The biggest surprise, according to lawmakers, apparently the U miscalculated how badly finances are hurting from declining enrollment. It went to the state legislature in January asking for $205 million to help, but a few months later, it asked for nearly $100 million more. Lawmakers met them at $223 million.
Under questioning in committee, they really had no explanation other than suddenly they decided that declining enrollment was a problem. The problem with the university was when I requested the declining enrollment by campus, it took them 3 attempts to get it to us in a form that we would be able to understand it.
Now, the campuses at Crookston, Morrison, and Duluth are only going to be facing a 1% increase. Now, the chair of the Higher Education Finance Board that you just saw says that the U raising tuition now is a mistake and will only further hurt enrollment.
Gone to like 3 different schools, and they've all been very different experiences, I would say, and yeah, it's very stressful.
I think when I started school, that was the most stressful. I didn't pay much at all for tuition because I had an academic scholarship, but like just the stress of maintaining that so I didn't have to pay was really hard.
The U says the rate hike is heavily due to inflation and not getting all of the funding it requested from lawmakers. People can give their thoughts on the budget until June 20th. Now, James, also the Board of Regents is going to vote on this proposed budget on June 26th.
Sure. Well, I'm kind of interested here. You said that the enrollment is the issue here. If Rochester has enrollment going up, then why is that seeing a bigger increase than schools like Duluth, where you said nearly 45% of a decline in enrollment?
Right, and it seems like the U is trying to make up for the differences in the enrollment because they're only making those northern campuses pay 1% increases. And when I asked Representative Pelosi about why Rochester would be paying 3.5% extra when they do have increasing enrollment, he said that it's because we have a smaller population at our campus here, and he believes that the Board of Regents is using this as incentive to raise it here.